We've got a Shark PG. We've got Amazon Game Studios' first game coming out, and we got Valorant coming out of beta. Let's talk. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, May 22nd. That means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. Like I said, we've got Shark PG. So if you haven't been following along, a new hit game, well, I don't know about hit, but a new game coming out that came out this week, I think today actually, called Maneater, allows you to play as a shark, and you slowly level up your shark by eating bigger and bigger creatures. And the thing that really got me is in the trailer I saw, which will be in the link below, was the way they like present the antagonists and the people is like kind of like a documentary. So you have like a narrator narrating what the shark is doing, and then you have these like your enemies coming up on the screen, and they're like, "I'm gonna get that shark," those kind of things. You know how shark hunters are. Yeah, so it just a game really kind of struck me in the right place. It kind of seems funny enough that I might pick it up actually. Maybe not for the full $60 if that's what the price is. I haven't checked the price, but it's got a 71 Metacritic, which I don't think is like a death knell or anything, but it just means it's not it's not as good as it could be. And if people are really interested, they might be able to play it, or they'll probably still play it. But yeah, I think it looks interesting. I didn't quite know what was going on with the game until now, and so like this trailer like really got to me. I don't know, maybe some of that hazel, some of that rose tinted glasses will fade away quickly, but I think it looks kind of fun and good, and maybe if it comes to Game Pass or something, I'll pick it up and play it because I think it looks funny. Moving right along. Amazon Game Studio, I feel like this has been a short marketing, like even shorter than their RPG, the MMO RPG New Worlds. Like the new game Crucible is officially launched. It launched on the 20th, which was Wednesday, if I know what day it is at any given time. Yeah, their Crucible is a free-to-play hero shooter that is PvPvE. So there are elements in the game where you're trying to defeat a boss before the other team, and then there's opportunities to like fight each other as well. I haven't played it yet. I feel there's no one game that's kind of like, well, I feel like Overwatch is kind of the hero shooter, and so every other game is trying to compete with Overwatch kind of for that space, but I don't want to always lump games that are similar together. Yeah, I guess Rainbow Six Siege is has hero shooter elements. When I first saw the game, I thought it would have more like RPG leveling up, more character development in the game. And so I thought like RPG first person shooter, great. Let's get to it. Or I think this one's actually third person. But the hero shooter genre is kind of starting to get full. I saw some streamers playing it on opening day, but I haven't really seen much about it since. I don't know if their influencer marketing campaign is now over and they'll continue to put out updates. Yeah, but Amazon Game Studio has put out a game. I haven't seen any reviews for it either. Excuse me. But I bet it will be, hopefully it gets a review sometime soon, give us kind of a feel of what people think. I read through like one review. It kind of said, it's a hero shooter. It's got so many characters. It takes its time getting to where it's going, and it's fun for a little bit, but I don't know that it adds too much to the genre. So let me know what you think of Crucible if you're playing it down below. I might pick it up because I'm looking for something to play after I finish Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy 7 remake. Last but not least, for the big stories, is Valorant is releasing. Valorant's been in closed beta. With a weird means of getting, like, you have to watch Twitch streamers in order to get into the closed beta, and they're cutting off all progress. So they will end the beta next week on 5/28, which is next Thursday if I can math right, and then the following week on June 2nd The game will fully launch, and all progress will be lost. So no people that have been playing the game for 2 months will have any advantage other than that they've been playing for 2 months. I'm interested to see what Valorant is. That Valorant, speaking of hero shooters, Valorant is also a hero shooter. So I wonder how both of these will compete against each other. And this is Riot's first-person shooter. So you got a lot of new blood in the hero shooter genre. So I'm interested to see what happens there. Call of Duty had a small leak this week that said that their next Black Ops game will be set during the Cold War, which is an interesting time period. A good, there's good politics to go on there. I think there's lots of good events and history to explore during that time. I'm kind of interested to see what happens in that kind of era. I don't think it's an era that's been explored a lot in first-person shooters. We've had our World War IIs, we've had our modern, we've had our futuristic, but something set in like the 80s, 90s would be, late 80s, early 90s, or if it's more in the heart of it during like the 60s, 70s, could be interesting. So I'm wondering how true those are. Because it is a leak, and we have to take those with a grain of salt. And I'm wondering what kind of story they're trying to tell. So it'll be interesting. Black Ops has always had like a Russian versus, or at least like a Russian influence plus like an American influence and global conflicts. Maybe there'll be a Bay of Pigs, mission. Whether or not that hits too close to home for some people. We'll have to see what the next Call of Duty Cold War will look like. The April NPD data is out, and I've read a bunch of articles this week talking about how awesome a month the month of April was, with Final Fantasy VII Remake topping a bunch of charts, biggest game in like franchise history. You've got the Switch that's been sold out. The Switch is helping drive hardware sales to an ungodly amount. So there's lots of records that are being set. Like the biggest April in like over a decade as far as their tracking goes. So I implore you to read that if you care at all about game sales or what a lot of the hard data that's going on in the coming out of the game industry. So I'll have a link down below. You can read up all about the sales for the month of April. PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now have released their sub numbers. So PlayStation Plus has 41.5 million subscribers. I wonder how that, I don't know how many, I bet I could find it somewhere on the internet, how many Xbox Xbox Live subscribers there are. So I wonder how those kind of compare. And then PlayStation Now, their subscription alternative to Game Pass has 2.2 million, which I know those like subscription services have like very low number counts, and that again raises my question of like, I bet I could find somewhere what the latest Game Pass number is. I think it's above 2 million. I don't know by how much, but I think it is over a couple million. So I'm very interested in these like subscription services. PS Plus has obviously existed for a while. Now had like a reboot, at the end of last year, I believe. And so, looks like that reboot is going well. But I am a Game Pass owner and not a PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now player. But if they bundled them, which is actually how I do my Xbox Game Pass, is I have the Ultimate Gold Edition or whatever, where I get Game Pass and Live all in one bundle. And I think that's something that I don't know that PlayStation does. And if they do, they haven't marketed it to me, which I would be the person to buy it anyway. So now we have sub numbers if you're keeping track of those. Minecraft has hit an unbelievable sales benchmark. Minecraft has sold 200 million units. I don't know where that falls in like lifetime sales. I think GTA 5 has over 200 million. I don't know where, like, I know that there's the weird thing about like Wii Sports because it came with every Wii, like that technically counts as like one of the top most sold games of all time. But yeah, I want to, now that they've, congratulations to Mahjong and the Minecraft team. That is an impressive feat. The game's over a decade old. I probably own it twice over now, at least. So yeah, just an impressive number to put on the board. So congrats to Minecraft team. Iron Man has come. The Iron Man PlayStation game, PlayStation VR game, has a bundle that's coming out along. When it launches on July 3rd. For $350, you get your PSVR, your camera, your whatever their PlayStation wands are called for VR, and then and the game all for $350, which I think is like a $50 discount on the total package. I thought PSVR. I don't know if it was permanently price dropped to $300. Maybe I'm only saving $10. This raises the question for me of whether or not PlayStation VR will be, if I buy it now, will it be compatible with my PlayStation 5 that I buy at the end of the year? Otherwise, I might not want to invest $350. But I do want to play Iron Man VR. I've been seeing so much about the VR space that I kind of want to get into it. I just don't know the right way to get into it. And I'm building a PC this weekend. So, whether or not I get a PC-based VR or a PlayStation VR, some other VR set, I hope to be able to play Iron Man on one of them. But yeah, also the game exclusivity is kind of getting to me as well. Anyway, getting a lot of off track this episode. The Last of Us 2 has a bunch of accessories that are coming when the game launches. There's a Last of Us headset. There's a Last of Us controller. There's a Last of Us console, an external hard drive. So a bunch of them have the Last of Us branding. All of them are matte black, and then they have like a kind of like enamel black, like the lily, which I think is like Ellie's tattoo. They have that kind of plastered all over the device. It doesn't really like stand out. Like if you put it on a shelf, you might not be able to tell that it's not just a black controller or a dark gray controller. But the headset looked really cool. That's probably the thing I would buy. But I already have my headset, but I might want another headset. And I'm excited for Last of Us 2, so looking forward to seeing how that happens. More and more evidence that Fortnite is a platform as well as a video game. The trailer for Christopher Nolan's new movie Tenet was premiered exclusively on Fortnite. What? A major motion picture trailer was premiered on Fortnite. Now, I definitely know that like Fortnite is probably hitting a lot of core audiences. What is the rating on Tenet? If it's a rated R movie, you're showing it to a bunch of 10 to 13-year-olds. Not that that's all the Fortnite players, but I mean, come on. So, but how does that deal even happen? I'm just blown away. I like every time I hear about these like concerts I'm okay with and other things that are happening in Fortnite, but like movie trailers for like rated R movies. I think it's got to be rated R. I think I saw blood in one of the trailers. Anyway, yeah, I can't believe this kind of big thing's happening. And these kind of things are happening within Fortnite, so good on them. And they're not even the first movie to do it. I think Birds of Prey did it, did like a whole promotion around it. You obviously got the Avengers stuff with all the Thanos stuff. So yeah, Fortnite is so big as a game, it is becoming a platform, which is just crazy to me. And also at the end of the session, Chris Nolan actually said that one of his movies is going to be he's going to play a movie within Fortnite for free for everybody to watch. Anybody who wants to watch an unnamed Chris Nolan movie, Batman, is going to be. He's just going to stream it into Fortnite. I don't even know what that sentence means. He's going to stream a movie into Fortnite. Okay. Anyway, moving along. Pac-Man, everyone's favorite ghost-eating hockey puck man, is turning 40, and a partnership with Amazon/Twitch. Pac-Man is getting a channel. I don't quite know what content. It looked like just a series of levels that are going to be put up on the channel. But Pac-Man is getting a Twitch channel for his 40th birthday. So Happy birthday, Pac-Man, and good luck on your Twitch channel. Last but certainly not least, I read an article this week kind of as a love letter to the Xbox gamer score and how it could be addressed and fixed in for the Xbox Series X. I read the article. I thought it was interesting. The biggest point was the non-divisible by 5 like gamer scores, which the author found very offensive, just because your gamer score eventually adds up to this like non-round number. I don't know. I kind of find it interesting. Like if I beat Doom Eternal on Xbox and I get 666 gamer score, like it just kind of makes sense and is branded right. But they were kind of arguing for Microsoft to have more of a hand in it and make everything like every game to always be cumulative. I don't remember the exact details, but like something about like always be cumulative to like 1,000 if you want to complete it. So you have to kind of like pick and choose how things divide up. Yeah, I don't know about the specifics, but I understand like maybe reevaluating the gamer score idea for the next generation of consoles, because this is the time to do it. Whew, that was a doozy, got off track, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, feel free to follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch. You can see more great content like this. Links down below in the description. So you can see more great content like this. Thanks again. Hope you have a super day. Hope you have a super weekend, a super long weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye!